Good evening and welcome to Mount Carmel area. Tonight,
Good evening and welcome to WKMC TV, a student-operated with educator oversight broadcast from the campus of the Mount Carmel Area High School in beautiful Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania. We are proud to bring you scholastic wrestling action this evening from the big gym on West 5th as the Red Tornadoes play host to the visiting Spartans of North Schuylkill. I am happy to be joined as always, by my former teammate and longtime friend and broadcast partner, Mr. Ron Lentini. Before we continue, we're going to go into our national anthem.
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Again, this is Greg Sakavage, and again, we're coming to you live from the Mount Carmel Area High School in the big gym on West 5th. And again, I am happy to be joined, as always, by my former teammate, longtime friend and broadcast partner, Mr. Ron Lentini. Ron, rivalry goes back to the mid-'60s, and 46 seasons ago, 1976, a young Mount Carmel team upset a nationally ranked Spartan team who had the longest winning streak in the country, and a Big Red came out victorious that evening, 27-26. I'm not sure this match squares up to that one or what the score or outcome will be this evening, but I think you will agree the intensity and desire is going to pretty much be the same when these two teams get together.
Oh yeah, Mount Carmel and North Schuylkill, it's a great rivalry forever. What stoked it back then was the coach at that time for North Schuylkill was Joe Cesari, who was a Coltman boy, went over to North Schuylkill and turned it into a powerhouse. In Mount Carmel, we always had Frank Picatus, but these are new boys, new coaches, but I still think the wrestling will be the same intensity.
Yeah, again, it's great to be back on the air with everyone. It's great to be back with fans in the stands.
Yep.
You know, we went through a year of COVID here where these young men had to wrestle in empty gyms, and they put a lot of effort into wrestling with nobody watching them.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, you feed off the crowd just like anything else. You know, the football players feed off the crowd. These wrestlers feed off the crowd.
No doubt about it, and they can hear it. And we're glad to be back here, and we're glad to have fans, and we're glad to have WKMC broadcasting it this evening. And it's glad to see two big lineups, two full lineups for both teams tonight, because a lot of times in recent years, a lot of teams had a lot of forfeits, and they would match up both ways, and you'd only see sometimes 4 or 5 matches in a meet. I think we're going to have a lot of matches and a lot of great competition tonight.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the size of the lineups on both sides. I mean, North Schuylkill really brought a lot of boys with them. Mount Carmel has a full lineup. Should be interesting.
Yeah, the one thing with wrestling now, they do pull out of a hat to begin the match. They don't start necessarily at the lightweight and go to the heavyweight. Tonight we're going to start at the 138-pound match and come forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how that strategy is going to work out and how the coin toss is going to work out.
Yeah.
Because that's real important also, Ron.
Yeah, well, especially looking at the lineups here, the coaches, with having so many wrestlers, you could bump weight classes. You weigh a boy in that one weight class, he's eligible to wrestle the weight class above that, and I'm sure we're going to see that somewhere tonight. just looking at the lineups, I could see that going to happen.
And you will have your choice on who you send out in the mat first.
Right.
So, like Mount Carmel will have to send their, and like at 138, they may have to send their wrestler out first.
Yep.
So once they're on the mat, you can't pull them off. So if you have two kids weighed in at a weight class, right, then you can decide who you're going to send out against that wrestler.
Yeah, so if they're watching the lineups going out here and the boys are getting introduced and shaking hands, you did see Nord Schuylkill quite a few times sent two wrestlers out there to shake hands. That's what they were doing there, because they could bump one of them boys to a different weight class.
Again, you can wrestle the weight class you are way in for and one above. And right now, Mark Cesari, speaking of Joe Cesari, Joe's son Mark is the official tonight. And we're having the coin toss. This is going to decide who's going to have choice in odds or even matches. Just like in a football game, who gets to make the receive the ball in the first half or the second half.
Yeah. All comes into play.
So there's a lot of strategy going on here.
Before the event starts.
So again, we're going to start with the 138-pound match here, and we're going to find out with our PA announcer who we have going out there for sure.
First exhibition match is Nick Harris and Liam Barry.
Okay, so this is going to be an exhibition match. This won't count as far as team points for the regular match, but
I got
the
Nick
boys get a little experience.
I got Nick Harris. I think they said Liam Barry.
So this is nice to get the boys a little experience in there and see how they do.
Yeah, absolutely. In the old days, when populations were a little higher and there were more kids in schools, you had full JV teams. Now we call them exhibitions.
Yeah, nice head outside single leg shot here by the boy from Nord Schuylkill, and he got the two.
We're quickly ahead 2-0. Again, periods are 2-2-2.
The officials try. He's checking it out here. There was a possibility we had locked hands. He could lock in this position, but not once he's on. Oh, he got away with that one.
Well, you have a little bit of reaction time when you get down.
Hey,
you
see, you don't.
that time.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to lock the hands. If your hands even touch together, that's considered locking hands.
Finger on finger is enough.
Yep. Well, he almost had wrist on wrist. Like they were just touching each other, but it's still considered locking hands.
So they're going to be in the referee's position here.
Yeah, nice crowd tonight, too. Despite the weather out there being a little cold.
It is a bit frosty in there, but I assume things are going to heat up as the night goes on here.
Nord Schuylkill boy got a little high there. Barry come out. Oh, but he got a wing and chin he's trying to work here.
Good old-fashioned wrestling there, wing and chin.
No point yet. Okay, now he gave one to the neutral.
There's a bear hug.
And a headlock.
Followed by a headlock. If you're going to do a bear hug, you better do it. You better not just stand there with it.
Yep. Yeah, when you're chest to chest like that, you're either throwing or getting thrown.
And that will end the match with 39.6 seconds to go, our exhibition for this evening.
I don't know if they have any more. They didn't tell us. That's a big boy, though. I don't think that guy that's over there talking should be, I can't see him being a 138-pound, so we might have another exhibition coming up.
Yeah, you might be right. We did not get a list of exhibition matches. We just have the varsity matches, so we'll try to be the Marines here and adapt and overcome as we go. Oh, yeah, these are definitely big boys. We'll try to get the names here, Ron.
For North Schuylkill, Blake Olejo. For Mount Carmel, Maddox Lamas.
You know Mattis.
Okay, and then for Nord Schuylkill, we had Blake Aleo. And we got Maddox Lamas for Mount Carmel. Yeah, we could see the size of them. They weren't 138-pounders, that's for sure.
It's nice to see that they have a number of big guys out for wrestling.
Yeah, it's great.
Both sparring here early in the match, right out in the
Hand
center.
wrestling here. They're trying to work pummel inside to get collar control in there.
Basic fundamental rule of wrestling, inside control.
Nice. They're shooting those nice high inside single legs with the heads to the outside.
Yep, they got to get them in or change it to a double.
Well, either that, you got to turn the corner, get to the outside, get an angle on that.
Yep. And as you turn the corner, you don't get that weight being put on you much either. So we approach the 1 minute mark in this first period in this exhibition match. Again, we're at the Mount Carmel North Schuylkill Scholastic Wrestling match at the Mount Carmel Area High School at the big gym on West 5th Street. And we welcome you here this evening as we're under 1 minute to go in the first period. Nothing in this exhibition match between Matt Lamos and Blake Lehman.
Blake Leo.
Leo.
Oleo.
Oleo.
Well, we got a stalling warning here on North Schuylkill.
And again, as a warning for stalling, the next time around, he'll be penalized a point for that.
Yeah, when you get big boys like this, neither one really is too keen on getting down underneath because you get trapped underneath there on a single leg or double leg, and it's a lot of weight to be carrying.
Again, no points being scored here yet. And we're coming to the end of the first period very shortly. And on the buzzer, the first period will end. And after one period, 0-0. Maddox Lamas, Mount Carmel area, Blake Leho, North Schuylkill.
For the exhibition matches, they just flip a red and green coin out there, and whatever side it comes out, that's who gets their choice. Well, North Schuylkill had the choice, and they took bottom.
And you'll be seeing it right here live as they go in referee's position. Maddox breaks him down flat. Blake tries to get back up to his base. Again, Maddox.
Yeah, Maddox trying to keep his weight on top of him, keep him flat, and then you could work for a fall, but
almost a little bit of a switch there by Blake.
Sat out. Maddox trying to chop that arm to get him down to the mat. He's having a hard time.
So far, Maddox has maintained control.
Yeah, but you got to work to get him to the mat, or he will get called for stalling. Break him flat, try and turn him.
The object is to try to get back points or pin your opponent.
Well, he got him flat. He's trying to work a half in there. He's pushing the head down.
Yeah, trying to work a power half in there.
He's doing a good job, but keeping his body weight on.
He's got to work out to the side, though. He's got to start working out to the side.
And he should be, you want to be up on your toes there a little bit, so that way he's carrying your weight. When you're on your knees, you're carrying your weight.
Yep. You want the other guy to carry your weight. It's like having sandbags on top of you.
Yep.
And we're under a minute to go. Nothing in this exhibition match. Mount Carmel area, North Schuylkill Scholastic Wrestling. Mount Carmel, Maddox Lamas.
Now he needs to get out to the side, like you said, Greg. Now he's got that. There he is. Now he's jumping out to the side.
Take a big step underneath with his leg there. Big underneath step.
Now he's going to try it on the other side.
Work that head down, get that head. That's good fundamental rule. Get the head on the mat. I got to break him flat again. Keys to get him flat. And we're under 10 seconds to go, and there's another stalling, I think.
Yeah, that's what he gave it. I saw it fly up there. I wasn't sure until he issued the point. Yep. So that was a second stall on North Schuylkill, so that's 1 point for Mount Carmel.
On the buzzer, it'll be, although they haven't, okay, they put it up 1-0. There it is. 1-0. Maddox Lamas.
Now it's Maddox's choice in this period, and he's taking the bottom position.
Okay, it's important that he gets off the bottom quick. Doesn't want to carry the weight, as you said.
Exactly.
Right? And then he does that. That's good stand-up. Needs to do it again, though. Can't stay.
Easier said than done.
There he is. Good job. All right.
Upper body here, and there we go.
Okay. Escape. They'll get 1 point for that. It's 2-0 right now. Maddox Lamas. Blake Leho.
Pummeling pretty good in here.
But Maddox can't get relaxed here.
Yep.
Can't take anything for granted.
Well, he's trying to snap Blake down. He keeps that collar tight. He's trying to snap him down. Blake isn't going for it.
Best defense in these situations is a good offense. Work a good takedown, work your sets.
Well, neither gentleman seems too confident in taking a shot right now. They're just pummeling around. Nobody were they're reaching for the legs. They're not taking a true penetration step and trying to grab that leg. But this is usually how heavyweights, they push each other around until they get a clean shot.
There's
maybe
a little short drag.
Yep.
But that's all he has to do. He doesn't have to do anything spectacular. He doesn't have to try anything flamboyant or put him in any situations where he's going to get in trouble.
Yeah, you can see they're both tentative on as far as going down underneath to grab them legs.
Well, again, Maddox doesn't have to. He just has to show that he's putting an effort in.
20 seconds left here.
And we're going to break down now at the 10-second mark. Unless some miracle on 34th Street happens, Maddox Lamas is going to win this match. And on the buzzer, Maddox Lamas will be victorious 2-0 over Blake Alejo.
It's good to see the boys get the experience. You practice, practice, practice. You want to be able to come out here and wrestle.
Okay.
Now I think we're ready for the show.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep. Yeah, these look like 38-pounders here.
Let's check your list there. Make sure we got the right guys.